So, what are the main differences between the agency app store and the sub-account app store? So, right now you can find myself on the agency app store, and what you can find through here are apps that are agency and agency sub-account type applications. Okay. Now, an agency type application is an app that's only going to gain access to just your agency, and an agency sub account can gain access to the agency and all of your sub accounts, or just some of them, up to you. Now, one of the main differences is that with the apps that you can find here on the agency level, these apps are only apps that you're going to be able to purchase. You're not going to be actually able to resell them. So that's one of the main differences that you're going to find ultimately here. The other types of applications that you're going to find are also, let's just take an example here. If we go for agency, you can find apps that are very specifically made for agency level capabilities. So from the level up, for examples, we have the tooltips and the agency actions, custom dynamic menu links, and like a knowledge base, customizer, chat. And these things are all things that would work for an agency scenario, an agency use case, something where it's going to help the agency speed up implementation, onboarding, support, ticketing, anything that's kind of going to help your SaaS business ultimately. It's not something that's ultimately down there to help the sub account and how the sub account might be for any type of business. These are very, very specifically made for a marketing agency that's using GHL, and they're going to better the sub accounts and what's going on with them. Now, if we jump into the sub account level, we can have a look at what's the main difference here. Now, these apps are very much targeted towards all of the different things that you can find in sub account level. You know, things like automation, workflow capabilities, other things like Conversation Hub, where you're going to be able to add in added conversation channels. And also these apps are also resellable, where you're able to resell and make a profit on your users purchasing these applications. So the workflow type apps are brilliant. They give you rebilling capabilities as well. You can find out some information about that in another video. But the main differences between the two, the agency and the sub account, is going to be agency apps are focused towards you and your agency. Sub account apps are very much focused towards a lot of different situations, but they're resellable, they're rebillable, and they're targeted towards your users and the infinite capabilities of what you could ultimately do with your GHL sub account. So that would be the main ways that I would go about describing the differences between the two different stores. The other kind of features that you have, if we jump into the agency level, is that in the agency level marketplace, you're able to control what apps are being shown to your the navigation's moved over there. You're able to choose what is being shown to your clients. Again, we'll talk about this more in another video. And yeah, the only other difference is it's not so much a difference for the marketplace, but here on the agency level, this is where you can access the reselling capabilities that I mentioned earlier. Again, you can find out about this in one of our other videos.